Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports that back into the video today, and today we're going to talk about the Houston Texans potentially trading for wide receiver T. Higgins. And as much as I'd love for the Houston Texans to trade for T. Higgins, I don't think they're going to go out there and sign a wide receiver free agent or trade for a guy. I would love them to make this move, and that's why I'm talking about it. But I think they believe in their guys, and I think they definitely should, but definitely couldn't. You definitely could always use extra talent, right? They believe in guys like Tank Dell and Nico Collins. I think they really like Noah Brown as well. They like the young talent they have. And I think one of the reasons why we haven't seen the Texans make a move at wide receivers, because I think they do plan on drafting a wide receiver at some point in the draft, whether that's, in one of the early rounds, like round 2 or round 3, or it's one of the later rounds, like round 4 or round 5. But I don't think they want to add somebody in and ruin their development of Nico Collins and Tank Dell, which is definitely a good reason for not bringing in a wide receiver, a big wide receiver this offseason like T. Higgins, Mike Evans, all the other names you've seen on the board, Marquise Brown, names that have been linked to the Texans. That it's not surprising to me why you haven't seen the Texans add in a wide receiver. But if you're going to add in one throughout the trade market or free agency, I think T. Higgins has to be the guy. I don't think he's going to be a guy, I don't think he's going to be a guy that comes in and takes the number 1 spot over Tank Dell or Nico Collins. He might take the number 2 spot over one of those guys. Tank Dell might slide to the wide receiver 3 spot. But I think the thing that also is that the Houston Texans throw the football, so much. The wide receiver 3 is still going to get the ball a lot. I know, you have Joe Mixon in the offense now, so that you might be running the ball a little bit more than they were last year. But the Houston Texans, also got the fact that they throw the ball a lot. I mean, everybody's going to get the football if you think about it. And I think they're going to have the football so much. I think their defense is going to be so well. You're going to see the Texans have the football a lot, have a lot of chances to get the football. And I think a good percent of the snaps are going to be throws. So, honestly, the Texans, you see them on 1st and 10, throw the football. Bobby Slowick, it's a pass-first offense with the Texans, and, we did see them run the football occasionally, but it wasn't a lot, and I see it being that way with how talented and how much arm strength and how much accuracy C.J. Stroud has, to the point where it's going to be that way, next year as well. And if you add in a guy like T. Higgins, still everybody's going to be getting the ball. So I don't think it hurt that much. T. Higgins had a great season last year, 12 games, 11 starts, 656 receiving yards with 5 touchdowns, nearly 700 yards in only 12 games is great. Season before in 16 games, he had 1,029 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. He had back-to-back 1,000 receiving yards because in 2021, in 14 games, he had 1,091 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. I love to see the Texans make a move for him. I just don't see it happening, but it'd be a brilliant idea to add in a guy like him. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade in the comment section for the Texans, and peace out.